I'm not going to say her name, so I'm just going to say baby. I said, baby, when you leave your house, what you looking like? I said, do you go with, that's cute. That's cute. Do you go with your hair scarf on your head? She didn't have her hair wrapped like that. And she said, yeah, I just go to, do you go in your pajama pants? Do you walk out the house in your house shoes? See, my grandmother would slap me on the back of my head if I walked out of the house with rollers in my hair, or matter of fact, she wouldn't let me. I would be hit upside my head with a shoe thrown at me or something. Hey, where you going? We don't leave the house like that. But see, we're not teaching our women that today. You don't leave the house in your house shoes and your pajama pants. You don't leave the house looking any old kind of way. You just don't do it. My grandmother raised me, you conduct yourself like a lady at all times. At all times. So I told her, I said, let me give you an example. I said, if you got on the BART train and you went somewhere and a nice looking businessman got on the BART train, baby, he ain't gonna look at you. He's not gonna look at you. First thing he gonna do is he gonna look at your shoes and your purse. Man, am I telling the truth? Outside of the other stuff, but you are gonna check them shoes out, and you are gonna check that purse out. They want someone that's nice. Do you want to take somebody looking like any old thing that's gonna represent you? No. Same thing for us. We don't want that. So I told her, be mindful how you leave the house. You attract what you are. Right. You attract what you are. If you are not confident, you're going to attract a man that's not confident in himself. And he's going to smack you around and beat you up because he's dealing with his own issues and taking it out on you. Our nonprofit, I tell women, it's called Sisters Celebrating Each Other. And I said, what we do is we teach women how to never settle for less than what you are deserving of. And how you do that is you make sure you got your stuff together, because anybody beneath you, and I'm not saying you got to be all that and you got to take me out to McDonald's, take me out to
Ruth Chris.
Vicks. Ruth Vicks is better than Ruth Chris, but it's good though. You know, if you want to be taken somewhere, then you got to represent. You can't be down here. And I'm not saying you can't go to McDonald's, because I love McDonald's French fries. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is know your worth. So I'm saying all of this to say know your worth. If you don't know your worth, then nobody else is going to value you. The value begins with us. With us. And if a man who ain't where he needs to be wants you, he gonna step up his game.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. And if you want a man that is in your mind beneath you, you gonna step up your game.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I need us to stop settling. Stop settling. And see, that's what my mother did, because she didn't know who she was. So she continued to get in unhealthy relationship after unhealthy relationship, because she didn't know who she was. And it all started as a child, something that was transferred to her from my grandmother. And my grandmother was a wonderful woman. We just lost her in March of this year, but a wonderful woman. Wonderful. Taught me everything I know about being a woman. So then the question I hear you asking in your head is, what happened to your mother? We all have free will choice. You can lead them to the water, but you can't make them drink it. That was a hard truth for me to come to. Because I would think, well, man, all the prayers, her being godly as you were, Granny, you couldn't save her? You can't save anyone that does not want to be saved. You have to want it. That's what I said early on in this meeting. You can come here and sit here and look humdrum and don't really get into it, or you can take from this what was meant for you. We can invite you out and ask you to come, but you have to receive. We can only present it. So life was presented to my mother. Everything my grandmother put in her was presented to her. For whatever reason, she didn't take it. But me, I took everything my grandmother taught me. Everything she was willing to pour into me, I was willing to drink. Teach me. Because I don't want to repeat the cycles that I see. I saw my aunts getting jumped on and beat up and all that kind of stuff. And I said, oh, no, no, no. This is not the life I want. But I ended up in a domestic violence relationship. Before my marriage, I moved to Oakland with someone because I was trying to escape. Remember I said earlier, trying to escape? He said, you want to come to Oakland? Hey, yeah. And I was on the next Greyhound smoking 11 hours later. And I rode that bus and I dreamt about how we were going to get married and have kids. Remember when you were a little girl, they tell you you're going to live in the dollhouse and you're going to have... Yeah, I was holding on to that dream. That's what it was, a dream. So I got here to Oakland. And I ended up getting into a relationship with someone who abused me. Now, being from Compton, I did fight back. I was 17. I ain't know no better. You hit me, I'm gonna hit back. You know, I know how to throw stuff. I pick up stuff, you know. And I had an uncle who was a boxer. And because I was the oldest grandchild, he used to tell me to come here. You're not gonna fight like no girl. So he used to teach me how to jab and punch. So I didn't fight like a typical girl. I boxed. You know, because that's what he taught me. That's what I knew. And so when he hit me, I hit back. When he punched, I punched back. You know, when he slapped, I punched. And then I started picking up stuff. Whatever I could lift is what I picked up. Then I got tired of that. I got tired the night I sat across from the table and he kept calling me stupid. See, my grandmother taught me how to cook everything from scratch. So I get down. So I cook. So I was turning off burners when this brother was coming home at 11 o'clock at night. I'm a neat freak, so the house was clean. Clean. I cooked. I washed clothes. I folded them up. I color-coded them in the drawer. I mean, I was it, y'all. I was it. My grandmother taught me how to be a wife. I wasn't married, but I was a good woman. And I got dogged out. Treated me bad. STDs. Cheated on me.